Successful people are not better than you because they're successful. They're successful because they're better than you. I wasn't putting myself first. I was putting fun over my purpose. Fighting this felony case for about 7 to 8 months. Lost everything, my car, my apartment, and I'm currently right now at rock bottom. YouTube family, what's good? It's your boy Raymel back with another video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at forever.rf. Today we got a good one, y'all. Another 4 a.m. wake up, man. Your boy is on the road, about to knock out my morning routine. And then when I'm done my morning routine, I'm about to knock out my non-negotiable list. My non-negotiable list is something that I stick to on an everyday basis. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't give a fuck if it's the weekend. I don't give a fuck if it's somebody's birthday. None of that. Y'all get it. I'm sticking to my non-negotiable list, right? My non-negotiable list is gonna help me to become the man that I'm working towards to become, right? Those are small wins for now, but they're gonna build up over time. And once I continue to do that on an everyday basis and cut all distractions, I'll be able to reach my standards. Same stuff, different day, man. Just wrapped up my 200 push-ups, man. About to get this day started. The weekend is here. Today is Friday, July 24th, 2026, the day I'm recording this video. And waking up at 4 a.m. has taught me so much, man. Not only is it building discipline, but it's keeping me focused. It's keeping me on track, man. And years ago, and even last year, man, I was so distracted by worldly things that didn't even really matter, right? I was smoking every day, like every single day, drinking every weekend. And the weekends were my biggest downfalls, right? I was popping bottles in the club. I was smoking. I was chasing chicks. I was taking women that I didn't even know for real to 5-star restaurants, spending crazy amounts of money. And the weekend was my biggest downfall because I would literally work 40 to 50 hours a week just to give it to the club owners, right? I was popping bottles in their clubs. I was going to the bar, spending crazy amounts of money, not realizing that I was holding myself back, right? Discipline is teaching me so much, right? It's not magic that's gonna get me to the places that I'm working towards, but it's gonna be discipline. Me sticking to my routine, me sticking to my system on an everyday basis, even the weekends. I used to spend crazy amounts of money on the weekends, y'all. Popping bottles in the club, if you know they mad expensive. $200 to $300 just for a bottle that's $50 at the liquor store, right? I was making terrible decisions. I would pregame before I go out, sipping on this bottle until it was time for me to go out. And I would usually pop out at like around 11:30, right? I will already be drunk before I got to the function, making terrible decisions, right? You know when you drink, the front of your brain is closed off, right? And it makes you make terrible decisions. That's why they say don't drink and drive. Because when you're drinking and you're drunk, the front of your brain is closed. That's why it's hard for you to walk. That's why it's hard for you to drive, because the front of your brain is closed. And the front of your brain is closed, it makes you make bad decisions. My bad decisions was money. I'm spending $200 to $300 in the club, going to the same clubs, not knowing that this is holding me back, not knowing that I'm getting this club owner richer and not myself. I wasn't thinking about myself, y'all. I wasn't putting myself first. I was putting fun over my purpose. For the people that don't know and that's new to my channel, I'm currently at rock bottom right now, living in the hood, sleeping on the couch, taking the bus everywhere I go due to my bad decisions. Like I mentioned, I was a heavy weed smoker, smoking weed each and every day to the point I got addicted to weed, right? Before I went to work, after I got off work, when I was going out, I was smoking, right? To the point that addiction got bad. I wouldn't necessarily go to work smelling like weed. I would eat edibles. And I was a correctional officer for 4 years, making the most money I ever made in my life, right? 6 figures at the time when I first started that job, which was 4 years ago, was a lot of money, right? In high school, I always told myself, if I could just make 6 figures a year, man, I'll be on top of the world. And I graduated high school back in 2015. So at that time, 6 figures was a lot of money, right? In today's economy, 6 figures is decent money. But back in 2015, I was like, if I could just make 6 figures, 6 figures, 6 figures, I'll be on top of the world. I'll be able to do what I wanted to do, right? And I was able to accomplish that standard I had for myself once I graduated college, right? It wasn't right after college. It was like 2 to 3 years after college, right? I was able to make 6 figures. Did that shit for 4 years in a row. Don't click off the video just yet. Just give me some motherfucking time. Y'all be so thirsty to click off the video. I'm getting to the point. Give me a second. I was able to accomplish that standard, and I made 6 figures 4 years in a row, and it got to my head a little bit. I was able to pop bottles in the club. I was able to buy the latest shoes. I was able to buy the latest clothes. I was able to go out of town whenever I wanted to. I was able to go to 5-star restaurants. I had got an apartment downtown Cleveland, a nice luxury apartment, high ceilings, new appliances. I was able to do a little bit of everything, y'all. So the money was getting to my head a little bit, not knowing the whole time this shit is keeping me distracted, right? And like I mentioned, I was a heavy weed smoker. Would go to work high. Wouldn't necessarily go to work smelling like weed. I would eat edibles. I was a correction officer. So not only did the job fire me, but they pressed charges against me, right? I was dumb and high. One of the edible packets fell out of my pocket. One of the social workers picked it up, and they ran the cameras back, saw that it fell out of my pocket, and they fired me. And then a month later, 2 months later, they pressed charges against me. And the charges that they put against me was felony charges. So it forced me to hit rock bottom, right? Was fighting this felony case for about 7 to 8 months. Lost everything, my car, my apartment, and I'm currently right now at rock bottom, sleeping on the couch, living with my brother in the hood, taking the bus everywhere I go. But I digress, right? Now that I'm at rock bottom, it forced me to focus on myself. It forced me to put the vices down. Right now, I'm not smoking at all. I'm completely putting that shit down. And I'm not drinking right now, right? I'm not gonna sit up here and fake like I'm never gonna drink again. But as of right now, I'm putting that shit completely down, right? If it's not a special occasion like my birthday or my mom's birthday, I'm not drinking, because what the fuck am I drinking for, right? What am I celebrating? Drinking is a celebration act. I have nothing to celebrate right now. I got work to put in. I got standards to chase, which is to drive an all-black Lamborghini Urus and make $100K a month and be able to give my family, like my mom, my stepdad, and my brother, X amount of dollars. I want to be able to give my immediate family X amount of dollars just because. Here, Ma, here go 5 bands. Here, stepdad, here go 10 bands. Here, brother, here go 5 bands. I want to be able to do that, right? Just because. My mom is my everything. That's my biggest why. The days where I don't feel like waking up at 4 a.m., I think of my mom. As soon as that alarm clock go off, I think of my mom. The times where I don't feel like getting up, because I'm human. I don't feel like getting up at 4 a.m. every day. This shit is not easy. I'd be on here lying if I said this shit was easy. This shit not easy. But I gotta remember my why. My why is bigger than my how, y'all. How can I not get this shit my all? My mom worked extremely hard for me and my brother. Sacrificed so much. Worked the third shift factory job as a female to provide for me and my brother. And we had a great life growing up. Had the latest clothes, Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, Hollister. Y'all know that good old-fashioned brands growing up. We had all that shit. We had the Jordans, Air Force Ones, you name it. We had it all. My mom spoiled us. We didn't want or need for nothing, right? But I didn't realize this, even in college, even in high school, even after college. I didn't realize that, damn, when you sit back and think about it, my mom worked extremely hard to provide for me and my brother. And she was a single mom doing this shit. A single mom. And it's like, damn. And I didn't realize that until I put the vices down, until I hit rock bottom. Rock bottom made me realize so much. Now that I put the vices down, my mind is so much clearer, and I'm able to realize, like, damn, I wasted so much time, so much energy, so much money on shit that really doesn't matter. The whole time that shit was holding me back. Yes, it was fun in the moment. I'm very grateful and thankful for the experiences that I was able to, you know, experience. But at the same time, that shit don't mean nothing. That shit was holding me back, right? It's people out here making $20K a month, $30K a month. And those people are not better than me. They just better than me. I hope that makes sense. Successful people are not better than you because they're successful. They're successful because they're better than you, right? They have a routine. They have a system. They discipline. The days where I don't feel like getting up, I'm building discipline, right? And I didn't realize this shit until I hit rock bottom, until I put the vices down. And I'm so very glad and thankful that God stripped me from everything. Because if I was still working that 6-figure job as a correction officer, popping bottles in the club, smoking every day, I wouldn't be woke right now. Right now, I'm woke, y'all. I have standards now, y'all. I wasn't thinking past the weekend. I didn't have no structure. I was freestyling my life. Wake up 20, 30 minutes before work. Go to work for the 8 hours, get home for work and probably smoke, play 2K, play Madden. Why the fuck was I playing the game when I could have been putting that time and energy and effort into something else, like a high-level skill that could get me out of the 9-to-5 matrix? I always told myself that I wanted to be a business owner of some sort. I really just didn't know what it took to become that. I didn't know and understand that I had to sacrifice. I knew what sacrifice was. I'm not a dumbass. But I didn't really understand what it took. I didn't know and understand that, hey, you have to sacrifice your fun. You have to sacrifice your time around your friends because they're distracted, right? My friends, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, they suck. They suck. All they want to do is smoke, drink, chase chicks. And I'm not on that type of time right now. Right? The weekend is here. Y'all can take a great guess what they about to do. Smoke, drink. I don't want to do that. I'm not on that type of time right now. I'm chasing greatness. The weekends are the winning days. The weekends is where you can separate yourself from everybody, right? Everybody else out smoking, drinking, spending their money dumb. You could be taking that time to educate yourself on something that's going to make you tons of money. I wasn't doing that, y'all. Now I am. I'm taking advantage of the weekends because the weekends is where everybody else is fucking off and spending their money dumb. They're working 40 to 50 hours a week just to give it to the bars, just to give it to the club owners. It's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, right? But when you overdoing it like I was, you're going to be in that same cycle of working 40 hours a week, waiting for the weekend, spending your money dumb, going back to work. Working 40 hours a week, spending your money dumb, going back to work. You're going to look up, if you continue that cycle, and you're going to be 40, 50, like, damn, where the fuck did time go? Right? That's a regretful life. And it's a lot of people out here living a regretful life. Why are they living that regretful life? Because they wanted to live it up in their 20s. They wanted to live it up in their 30s. That shit is the dumbest thing ever. Why would I enjoy my 20s and enjoy my 30s? Now in my 40s and 50s, I got to work hard. And then 60s and my 70s, I finally get to really be financially free and enjoy my life because I got a retirement check that's not even really enough for real. It's people out here that's young, that's in their 20s, that's in their 30s, maybe even their 40s, making 50 to 60K a month, right? Y'all think a retirement check is that much money? Fuck no. That shit is still not enough, right? I'm 29 years young right now. A retirement check is never gonna be enough for me. I want to be able to enjoy my money and my freedom at a young age. And I'm 29 years young right now. I wasted so much time. And I regret that shit. I'm sorry. But God woke me up when it was time to wake me up. He woke me up when he felt like I was ready. And he woke me up at a great time because now I get it. Now I'm mentally where I need to be. Right? I'm mentally where I need to be. I'm focused. I'm sticking to my routine. I'm sticking to my system. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't give a fuck if Michael Jackson come back from the dead. I'm sticking to my non-negotiables. I'm sticking to my routine. I gotta watch my back out here, y'all. I'm in the trenches and motherfuckers be, because they see me recording, they'll slow down. So I'll be having to turn around and watch my back, right? But God is with me. God is protecting me. I'm all good. But I definitely got to still watch my surroundings and pay attention to my surroundings. But God is with me at all times. I have a small YouTube channel right now, y'all. 104 subscribers. Barely any likes. Low views. But it's cool. I'm sticking with this shit. Because one day this shit gonna hit. Right? And I'm going to look back like, damn, I came a long way. I'm proud of myself, man. My future self is going to be proud of me because right now I'm sacrificing it all. I'm sacrificing the time around my friends. I'm sacrificing the vices. I'm putting the weed completely down, but I'm sacrificing drinking for now. I'm sacrificing playing the game. Why the fuck am I playing the game? I'm sacrificing watching TV. What the fuck is TV doing for me? It's keeping me distracted. It's so many distractions in this world, man. And if y'all don't wake the fuck up and actually listen to what I'm saying, then y'all gonna continue to be distracted, bro. I was a person that used to watch Netflix and HBO Max. Why the fuck was I wasting that time watching those shows and I'm not the man I want to be, or I'm not the man that I'm capable to be? It's people out here retiring their mother. It's people out here making life-changing money. It's people out here that's financially free doing whatever the fuck they want. But guess what? They putting in that pain. They working hard. They're sacrificing everything to become the person they is right now, y'all. I have no social proof of what I'm talking about, right? But I know over time, I'm going to become the man I want to be. I'm far-fetched from my standards, y'all. I'm far-fetched. But I believe in the person that I'm becoming. I don't believe in the person I am right now, because the person that's me right now used to make dumbass decisions like smoke, drink, spend this money dumb. But the person I'm becoming, I believe in that person. A person that person want to make $100K a month. That person want to drive an all black Lamborghini Urus. That person want to be able to give their mom, stepdad, and brother X amount of dollars. I believe in that person. I'm getting rid of my old identity and building a new one, right? My old identity was smoking, drinking, distracted. My new identity is reading 5 to 10 pages out of my book that I'm currently reading, waking up at 4 a.m., making YouTube videos every day. educating himself on something that really matters, not wasting his time watching Netflix. I'm educating myself on something every day. I'm growing every day, right? 1% every day. It's individuals that I look up to, or I'm not even gonna say look up to, it's individuals that I watch on YouTube that's doing great for themselves, right? Those people are not better than me. They've just been on this journey of where I'm at mentally right now for years. They've been on this same type of time for 4 to 5 years. No wonder why they where they at right now, y'all. I be thinking like, damn, these motherfuckers smart as hell. No, they've been on this same journey in this same mindset for the past 4 to 5 years. They've been cut all the distractions. They've been stopped smoking. They've been stopped drinking. They've been stopped wasting time. So if you that's watching this video and you like, man, I could never do that. Yes, you could, bro. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Believe in the work that you're putting in each and every day, even if your standards are far-fetched. And don't ever sell yourself short. I don't know what the fuck going on right now, but fuck that shit. That shit has nothing to do with me. Don't sell yourself short, bro, because nobody in your family doing it. Don't sell yourself short because nobody in your circle doing it. Don't sell yourself short because nobody in your city doing it. I know how important the environment is, bro, but you got to ignore that shit, bro. You're able to accomplish whatever the fuck you want to accomplish, bro. If you want to make $100K a month like I will in the next 2 to 3 years, you can do that shit, bro. If you want to drive an all-black Lamborghini Urus like I will in the next 2 to 3 years, you can do the same thing, bro. These people that's driving these supercars out here, you're able to accomplish that too, brother. They bleed shit and piss just like you. The difference between you and them is they locked in. They focus. They teaching themselves a high level skill so they're able to make that life-changing money so they're able to afford that supercar, bro. Don't sell yourself short and think, oh, I could never drive that car. And it don't matter the age you at, bro. You could be 19, you could be 18, you could be 40. It doesn't matter. It's not too late to lock the fuck in and become that man you want to be for yourself, bro. You just have to cut all distractions. You got to be all or nothing with this shit, bro. I'm not nowhere near where I'm going to be at in the next year or two. But I know if I continue to stack up these small wins, over time, I'll be able to get to my standards, right? I had to realize, like, damn, making $100K a month and driving an all-black Lamborghini Urus, that's tough, right? But what do I have to do on an everyday basis to be able to accomplish those standards? A man that drives a Lamborghini Urus, what does he do on an everyday basis to be able to accomplish that standard, right? Because there's people out here that's driving Lamborghini Uruses. But what do they do on an everyday basis to be able to accomplish that standard to afford that Lamborghini Urus? It's people out here making $100K a month. What are they doing on an everyday basis to be able to accomplish that, right? What got them there? Everybody wasn't born into wealth. It's people out here that was working 9 to 5s at one point in their life and they made it out. And I'm going to do the same. I'm working a 9 to 5 job right now, but not for life. God stripped me from everything and woke me up and made me realize this right here is my purpose. Me waking up at 4 a.m., it's just a byproduct of that, right? It's going to get me and help me to my standards. 4 a.m. is so beneficial because it's no distractions. People are barely up. My phone not ringing. Nobody's texting me. Nobody's distracting me. I got 2 hours to lock in and focus before everybody else wake up. No distractions at all. The world is sleeping. If the world is up, they're not waking up focusing on their purpose. They probably either heading to work or getting off work. Or out late because it's the weekend. Just now getting in the house. Shit I used to do. Dumbass shit. This weekend, It's my first cousin's birthday, right? He had hit me up on Wednesday like, hey, cuz, I got a section at Rumor. Pop out, cuz. You already know you good. You with me, bruh. You good. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Pop out, cuz. I had to tell him like, nah, I'm cool. He like, damn, why, cuz? What's up, man? You ain't kicked it with me in a long time, bro. Come on. I had to tell him like, nah, cuz I'm not on that type of time right now. It sucked telling them that because my old identity would have been so thirsty to pop out. I would have went to go get a haircut, went to go buy an outfit, and popped out with him. And probably spent my money dumb because I feel like I need to pop my shit too because my cousin popping his shit. Dumb shit, right? You think if I go out tonight, tomorrow, I'll be able to wake up at 4 a.m.? Fuck no. It's going to throw me off my routine. It's going to throw me off my system that I set for myself. Going into 2027, it's 161 days left. 5 months left in the year, y'all. Going into 2027, get goals out of your vocabulary, right? Fuck goals. Set up a system and a routine and stick to that shit on an everyday basis. But get goals out of your vocabulary, right? Stop thinking goals. It's not a goal to brush your teeth in the morning. It's not a goal to wake up and wash your ass in the morning. It's a standard. It must be done. That's how you should look at the shit that you want to accomplish in life. Me driving a Lamborghini Urus and making $100K a month and being able to give my family X amount of dollars is something that's gonna get done on an everyday basis. You know how I wake up and brush my teeth every morning? I gotta do that shit. I gotta drive a Lamborghini Urus. I gotta make $100K a month. I gotta be able to give my family extra amount of dollars to make my mama proud. My mom is still waiting on my success. I'm not the man I wanna be. I'm not the man I wanna be for her. I owe her the world and I will give her that. I will. I promise you I will. And I'm gonna document this whole entire journey and y'all gonna be here with me. YouTube family. But I'm about to head inside, y'all. About to finish up my non-negotiables and attack this day, man. Y'all make sure y'all win the day. The weekend is here. Lock the fuck in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all follow me on all platforms at forever.rf. I'm out.